Hello, I'm making this video right now to express my respect and my respect that is reinforced by his position of my president, Marcelo Rebelo de Sousa, the president of the Portuguese Republic. Now, we are going to watch three videos, all of them freely available online on YouTube, or you can also go to RTP1 here in Portugal to the direct play. They have the news, they have all of that you can read. And we are going to watch three videos. First of all, we are going to watch a video that reports to the last visit that Mr. Trump did as the President of the United States here to Portugal. In this first video, I would like you to see how a proper leader behaves. For context, my president is indeed a professor. He taught. He was also a lawyer. But he knows a lot. He has this. There are some things about him that I don't like. But what I appreciate personally about him is his candor, his commitment through his values and his ethics, and being a person that is absolutely truthful. The man doesn't lie. The man, when he makes a mistake, he says, I made a mistake. He's not afraid of it. He owns it. This man also, ever since he was a little boy, he went around with his parents, his father, during special occasions, for example, during Christmas and whatever, to help to feed the homeless, to do a series of things that, in his words, his father did taught to him and this, and he still does it, because one must see all sides of society to understand it. One must understand that if we have a lot, and he's not from a poor family, okay? He's not from an extremely wealthy family, but he's from a family with some possessions, with some old money, okay? But he is a person, his parents taught him to treat everyone as equals, even when they are not. To be respectful of others as a human being, and in the tradition of the old Christian way, the actual Christian way, the same way that my father taught me. My father taught me a Christian is not known, he was a devout Christian, okay? Not a plastic doll Christian like most American Republicans, whatever the hell they call themselves. Gotta be respectful in this video. Uh, my father taught me a Christian is not known for his words. A Christian is known for his actions. What you do is what matters. God won't weigh your fine words and your fine intentions. God will weigh in what did you do for others. Like that old story that Christ taught us in the Bible about the rich man. Okay, what did you do for me? Did you feed me when I was hungry? Did you give me to drink when I was thirsty? Oh my Lord, I didn't know it was you. Okay, that is what it means to be a Christian. As an ethics, you don't have to be a religious person to act like a Christian. You don't even need religion. Religion is a way of helping people to understand such things, if you want to interpret it in that way. As I said before, I will not talk about my personal beliefs in this channel, because I think one must maintain a distance of things in order to not answer or not include anyone. So this all has to do about ethics. So let's watch these videos. I collected 3 videos for us. First one, as I said, the last. I think this is really the last visit that Trump did here, came here to in Portugal. Okay, let's watch. Just a minute. This was in the evening news.
It's a long story, this one, about friendship and partnership, based on common values of democracy and freedom and rule of law and human rights, but also of a very strong community. A fellow citizens that are both American and Portuguese, and they love the United States of America, and they love Portugal. There are around 1,500,000 Portuguese, Luso-American living here. Right. They're very important. So it's not just a military, a political, and economic alliance. It's more than that. It's something very human, right. Because we're speaking of 1,400,000 people that they live their love for 2 countries at the same time. As you spoke of soccer, let me then ask you something, well, make you a suggestion.
Go ahead.
If you're going to meet Mr. Putin, well, I was with him last week.
Good.
Yes, and he asked me to greet you. So, of course, he was expecting you, obviously. But anyway, don't forget that Portugal has the best player in the world. That is called Cristiano Ronaldo.
Oh,
I'm sure your son knows it.
He knows all about it.
And so, don't forget, if you ever go to Russia during the championship, don't forget Portugal is still there and wanting to win.
That's right, doing very well.
Yes.
That's right. And they say he is.
And doing very, very, very well.
That's very good. Well, and so tell me, how good a player is he? Are you impressed?
I'm very much impressed. He's the best player of the world, Cristiano Ronaldo. So in a sense, well, I think has been a success. I do agree with you.
Yeah,
the
great.
championship.
No,
yes.
Great. Yeah. I think.
No doubt about it. For the world. For the world.
So will Christian ever run for president against you? You wouldn't win. You know he won't.
President, you know something. I must tell you, Portugal is not just the United States.
That's right.
It's a little bit different.
Yes, go ahead.
Now, I got this video for us to see because I think it's really very important to see. Sorry, just a minute. To see how a true leader acts. He was not servile, subservient. He treated a president that clearly has a large country, has a large army, has a lot of money, but he did not bow before anyone. He was polite. He made a joke. He made them feel welcome. But when we saw that subtle attack of Trump, did you see how he reacted? He took over he took command of the situation. Portugal is not the United States. A celebrity, you can be a great celebrity. You can be Cristiano Ronaldo, which also, in my opinion, I don't care what other people think. I don't really care too much about football. It's not soccer for me, okay? It's only soccer for you. For me, it's football. I don't care very much about football. It's not even my favorite sport. But I learned how to watch it, of course, and I know everything about it, okay? And in terms of strength and technique, no matter who you talk about, Cristiano Ronaldo was the best. Right now, he's easing up, he's ending his career, which is normal and natural. And also, as a person, Cristiano is a bit vain. That is true. But he also helps a lot of people, and nothing comes out in the news. They have to dig in to see what he is doing. Okay, he does things like, for example, pay for an operation of a fan. This is an example of things that he did. He contributes to children are also places where children have to be, okay? He does a lot of things. And then people criticize him because he rides his airplane, because he goes around with his ex-model wife, whatever. And I think to myself, why are you so jealous? It's his money. At least he's not stealing that money from anyone. He earned it. Are the payments of soccer players, football players, sometimes a bit obscene? Yes. But that is not the fault of the football players themselves. It's the blame of a society that does not think about equality between people. And we are all in this mess. We are all in this mess in our countries, in our world, because of the cult of wealth. I saw a video before in All Shorts that he was talking about Keanu Reeves, for example. And I honestly do not care about his opinion. His opinion is meaningless to me. I care about the opinion of people that know actually what the hell is happening. Economists, scientists, doctors. You know, some people are very distrustful of doctors and of this and of that, and they think I know best and what. No. When you want to get your car fixed, you take it to a mechanic. Or if you know how to do it, you do it. If your body is not working properly, and I'm talking about myself, I go to a doctor. And if the behavior is adequate, if he or her, I don't care, is doing what is needed to be done, then you shut up and you follow the advice. Because these people are trained to do what they are doing. Just like an economist. You don't trust the economist that tells you all the beautiful things that you want to hear. During Brexit, there was a notoriously known economist that was telling the dominant party, the party that wanted Brexit, all that was good. And there was a choir of economists from all over the world, not just from Europe, not just from the UK, but from the United States, from Asia, from Australia, from Canada, from everywhere, telling them, don't do this. This is a big mistake. You cannot do this way. And they did it because they knew better. Now, where is that effing economist? Where is he? Talking his crap again? Do you understand? You have to trust in people that know what the hell they are doing. Now, let me just start another one. This is one of the videos. I also have here
Marcelo
available.
Rebelo
This comes from the declarations in a Portuguese journal called Expresso, like the coffee, expresso.pt. Okay, they also have the news in English. I think you can just select it. It's a more or less good newspaper with good news. I like to read it sometimes here online. There is a lot you can read online also, and you can also subscribe to the service if you want to have, let's call it, the Portuguese look on things. There are a lot of newspapers online here. This one, I fact check everything, like I told you. I'm a bit of a paranoid with that, but they usually have good news. Okay, this is a video that was made and put on YouTube. Okay, this is dated the 24th of August this year. Okay, let's just listen in. This is a letter. Here it says, Marcelo Rebelo de Sousa, our president, sends a letter to Ukraine. Portugal does not change values and principles, neither it changes its sides. The sides in the conflict.
Marcelo Rebelo de Sousa envia carta à Ucrânia. Portugal não muda de valores e princípios, nem muda de lado. No dia em que se assinala o 34, o aniversário da independência da Ucrânia,
in the day that the birthday of the independence of Ukraine.
O presidente da República, Marcelo Rebelo de Sousa, enviou uma carta a Volodymyr Zelensky que
The Portuguese President, Marcelo Rebelo de Sousa, sent a letter to Volodymyr Zelensky
criticando os pretensos medianeiros da paz e escrevendo: convém ao invasor que violou a independência da Ucrânia fazer de conta de que não houve invasão.
It's only beneficial. In this letter of support, he talks about a lot of things. I also read it. And he says that it is very good for the invader. Let me just pass through me. Why am I stressing this letter? Okay, what he says is it's very convenient for the invader to have excuses about the invasion instead of just leaving. What he means to say with this is Russia can never be right. If you invade another country, and I don't care about that narrative that goes along, NATO expansion, we were protecting our borders. That is all bullcrap. NATO would never invade Russia. Russia has nukes. The only situation in which you are going to have a conflict with NATO, and let me tell you this, France and Germany, okay, they are having a meeting right now. Putin has attacked European installations in Ukraine. If you think this is going to stay like this, you are very wrong. The hatred is growing, and hatred and emotions are extremely dangerous. But in my opinion, if tomorrow I could sign up even just to be cannon fodder for that a younger person than me would not die, I would do it. I would die for them. Because this is just like Gaza. We cannot sit by while evil people destroy other people. Maybe it's my Christian ethics that are a big part of my life. For religion, I already spoke about this. I was educated as a Catholic and also as a pagan. Both of these educations are a part of me. Both of them are very well indeed with me. And as I said, I don't want to talk about it because I don't want to come out as biased. But a Christian or a person with Christian ethics cannot sit by idly while evil men destroy people. I have spoken personally like this with Ukrainians. I have heard their stories too. Rapes, murder, destruction, looting, making people feel like trash, like subhumans, having absolutely no consideration for anyone or anything. This is what Russia has been doing in Ukraine. Ukrainians were in their borders, and all they wanted was joining with NATO to protect themselves from these lunatics and join the EU because they wanted that economic stability that will come with the EU. That is what the EU does. Some people say, "Oh, loss of sovereignty," and these people that talk all this crap about the loss of sovereignty, you know what they are? They are outdated dinosaurs with mental problems. Sovereignty. You want to know what is sovereignty for me? Is that the laws of my country can be applied in my country, that the people in my country are fed, housed, have a job, okay, have healthcare, and have a minimum of standard of living to live at least a decent life. To have a park, to have decent roads to use, to have clean beaches. And you want to know what? I was born in 1975, 1 year after the bloody revolution. I still knew my country as a little kid as it was. Polluted rivers, polluted beaches, issues with food, issues with healthcare, issues with a lot of stuff. The minute Portugal started the process of entering in the EU, the rivers got cleaned, the beaches got cleaned, corruption in the civil servant service halted. It never disappears, anywhere. It exists in Scandinavia. Like Verti corrected me, and Vertiku, one of the persons that I speak in online. It exists in the Nordic countries. It exists in Central Europe. It exists in South Europe. It exists everywhere. The difference is how it is accepted or not. And here it was accepted. And with the EU, it stopped being accepted. I saw, as a human being, as a person, I saw the good that the EU did to my country. When I was a kid, 12, 13, 14, I could go to the river, I could swim, I could go in the woods, I could pick up berries and eat them because the chemicals were banned, because the rivers were clean. I could go to the beach was clean. I stopped seeing in my father's business the amount of corruption that existed before. They were afraid of trying it because they knew if they try it, they could go to jail. A lot of things could happen to them, just like now. So when I hear people everywhere in Europe criticizing the EU, I tell them criticize the policies, ask for them to be changed, debate things, because nothing, absolutely nothing is perfect. Nothing. Everything that is of human nature, of a human scope, can never be perfect because we are not perfect. Not even the machines we build, not even the AI that we are creating, nothing is perfect. Nothing. To seek perfection in a universe that is in constant change is number one, a sign of stupidity. Number two, a sign of people that want a narrative, don't want the truth. And number three, a waste of time. It's a waste of time. What we have to do is, there is this issue, we find this solution, and we keep on trying, and we keep on doing it, so that we get better. Now, already diverted from it. Now we are going to see the effective, what the president effectively said about Trump. It's a very short, it's just a little thing. Let me just recap this here. This was during something that is called a summer university, and that a lot of parties. I think this one was in the current president of the current party in power here, but it's basically called summer universities. And what are summer universities? Summer universities are, let's call it conventions or whatever, where guests are invited to speak with an audience that can be composed of regular people or party members or whatever, and speak about many subjects. Okay, speak about politics, about current events, about everything, whatever the theme or the subject of the summer university is about. Okay, this has always happened. It's a very normal thing around here. Even in libraries, sometimes they do this. It's a way of people that know what they are talking about to come and speak with the public about everything. some of their opinions, some people have bias, other people don't have bias. Okay, but it's an important part of our cultural and political stance in society. Okay, where we try to be as inclusive as we can. Is it perfect? Again, no, it's not effing perfect. But it's something. It's something. Okay? It's not sitting in your ass and not doing nothing. Okay? So let's just watch this one. This is effectively what he said.
O líder máximo da maior superpotência do mundo, objetivamente, é um ativo soviético, ou russo. Funciona como ativo.
This is what is going to be ringing around in the news for a couple of days. It already reached the United States. He said this yesterday, I think. But if you're not Portuguese, what he said is the president of the United States, the greatest superpower in the world, is effectively a Soviet, he corrected himself, a Russian asset. Or at least he acts like one. What does this mean? This means that Mr. Trump and his government, via their behavior before Russia and before this entire situation in Ukraine, they are acting not as allies of Ukraine, of Europe, they are acting de facto, veritable, as allies or assets of Russia. They are pursuing Russian interests. They are not pursuing European interests, their allies. They are not pursuing American interests, their own country, and they are not protecting anything. The way the president and remember this man that is here, you saying, oh, he's just the president of Portugal. Eh, just a little insignificant country. No. This man is one of the elder, let's call it like this, leaders of Europe. When he talks, other leaders listen because he has a lot of luggage. You know, around here we say a person has a lot of luggage when the person has a lot of connections, a lot of knowledge, a lot of science in their behavior. He is not some kind of populist idiot. Okay, he's not that. He's popular because he speaks directly to people. And as I said, he may have his faults too. There are some things about him that I don't like, but I do like his competence for the job. He's a competent person. He's a person that when he's acting in his job, he's acting for his job. He's working. He's being paid and he's working for his job. He's doing what he is supposed to be doing, to be a president. That in our political system, excuse me, a president is like this. The president is called here in Portugal. The president is called the supreme magistrate of the country. Means top dog. He referees the issues that are in the country. The laws are presented to him. He has to look at every law that is issued. Him and his staff, they have to look at every law that is. It's not just like Mr. Trump. Oh, what is this? Oh, this is. Oh, okay, let's sign it. No, it's not like that. Around here, it's not like that. A president has to make sure that every law that is issued by the government or by the Republican Assembly, that law is absolutely according to the Constitution. It cannot offend any constitutional right. It has to be absolutely according to the law. Does this make the process a bit slower? Yes, but it's needed. You cannot be so vain and so futile in your behavior that you would issue a law and not think about the other consequences. Are you seeing what is happening in the United States? Flesh-eating bacteria, for God's sakes, measles, cholera, and an entire uh, uh, assortment of issues that are coming out from the behavior of the government. The government is acting like they did not give a F about it. They don't care about people. The same thing goes to your system of rule, the way that you provide or don't provide healthcare and security to your people, the way that you call being a decent person and acting as an effective state socialism. You fill your mouth to call everything socialism. You call yourselves Christians and you don't act like Christians. So, again, I am very proud of my president. At least he had the balls to tell to your president what he needed to listen to. And only a friend will call you out. I have very few friends. My true friends, I can count them in the fingers in my hand. Okay? But a true friend does what my president did, friend of the United States. He says this, my friend, the way you are acting, you are not helping. You are helping the other guy, the guy that invaded Ukraine. You have to correct your behavior. Don't do that shit. Correct it. Do something about it. Look, it's no shame. Look, if Mr. Trump tomorrow, even with all the bias I have against him because of the things that he has been deciding, the way he has been acting, but if Mr. Trump tomorrow would just issue a statement and say, Russia doesn't want peace, so we are going to help Ukraine to defend itself. And they are doing it. They are selling weapons to Ukraine. I think now it's about $700 million of weapons that are going to Ukraine, and Denmark and a couple of other countries are paying for it. So you are not even giving anything. The United States currently is not giving anything to Ukraine. Portugal, the little country, we are sending what we can. We are sending medical kits, medical campaign hospitals. We are sending grenades. We are sending vests. We are sending ammunition. We are sending what we can. Because this is a small country, for God's sakes. We are getting better, we are getting richer, but it's still a small country. It's still a poor country. But we are finding ways of helping them. Our president, using his influence, using his connections to try and help Ukraine. We are doing something. Even us, small potatoes. In the United States of America, the only superpower in the world with China, what are you doing? Arresting veterans, arresting people that are working in your farms and that are working in your restaurants, ruining your economy, putting blind tariffs on other countries, not looking at things case by case. All for what? To murder, I don't say unalive and things like that, all to murder the last remnants of influence you had over the world. Becoming something that if I was an American, I would not be proud of. So, again, if you happen to see this video Mr. President, thank you very much. As a Portuguese citizen, I thank you from the bottom of my heart for you to do your job as a president, for you to be being a just and ethical man. Thank you. And thank you all for watching this video. I also would like to thank everybody that has subscribed to me and everybody that leaves their comments and their opinions in the chat, in the comment section. Okay? Thank you, and see you next one.